station. And don't forget, too, you can watch us on your computer, your mobile device. Just head on over to SuperTalk TV. Don't forget, too, our SuperTalk Mississippi news team, and they're always covering your Mississippi stories, and they do such a good job. We want you to stay up to date, and you can easily do that by signing up for the free weekly newsletter. It's found at supertalk.fm/newsletter. Our news director is joining us, JT, and that newsletter goes out every
Friday.
So you got plenty of time now to sign up and get this week's newsletter.
And you can sleep under a rock from now until Friday. We will keep you up to date. You know, we do it in a format where if you don't want to tune into the news, which I completely get. I understand I work in news, but I completely get it. But you do want to know what's happening. We'll send you a rundown of what happened during the week every Friday, typically early afternoon. And honestly, if that's the way you want to live,
even if you do
I
live.
totally get it.
Yeah, under a rock, put me there. That'd be a good place. But you'd miss out on all the good things that are going on here in our state. We've got plenty of those too, JT. And so let's start with your favorite show, American Idol. We just got to talk to Lily. She showed out and showed up on American Idol, but we've got one more left in the process, and that's Jamal, and he's doing well.
Yeah, so nice interview with Lily. She, you know, if you remember, if you go back to the auditions, she had this metal twist, added it to a Billy Idol song. I really encourage people to go listen to that. But then a couple episodes later, we got introduced to Jamal Roberts.
Also from Meridian. What's in the water, you guys?
I don't know. They had Jimmy Rogers. They're the home of PV speakers, PV amps. So something's in the water, and maybe you and I should get some. But Jamal Roberts, he's still on the show, while Lily, she did make an exit. And Jamal Roberts, I mean, you know, for lack of a better term, he's dominating. He really is, because he came in with kind of, you knew his comfort zone was in this gospel soul bucket. Last week, he survived what was a bloodbath of Hollywood cuts. He made it, I think they cut like 60 people.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And he was not included in that, so that's great. And then that put him in the field of 62. Last night during the Showstoppers round, it's where those 62 get to say, hey, I deserve to be in the top 24. And the way Jamal showed that he deserves to be in the top 24 is he said, you know, they think I'm just soul. They think I'm just gospel. And he sang Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. And, of course, he added a soulful twist. But if you want to hear it, I think Rhino does have it.
All right.
Tennessee whiskey, oh, sweet, sweet as strawberry wine, and the glass of brandy, I say strong on your time.
He's got a range.
And then right after this, Lionel Richie said, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
You know, Jamal Roberts.
Good choice,
he
Jamal.
Did great last night. And I don't know any spoilers, so I'm not giving you any spoilers here, but I do think he's going to be in the top 24.
And that comes out tonight?
Yes, we'll find out at 7 o'clock Central. I really do believe he's going to be in the top 24.
So Idol comes on Sundays and Mondays.
Now.
You
know, at the beginning of the season, it's just Sundays, and then you move into Sunday and Mondays. And if he makes it into the top 24, I believe live rounds will begin next week. So everything that we're going through right now, while it's new to us, this happened in January.
Gotcha.
But they also
Crazy how that happens.
do have to sign, you know, a couple NDAs here and there and say, we're not going to say anything.
You'd have to lock me in a room
It'd be
and
so
keep
hard.
me away from wine.
Because I'd at least tell somebody, and they might tell somebody, and then everybody knows.
Yeah, it's Mississippi. So,
And, you know, he's even playing to the bit. I saw he posted on Facebook and said, I just want to make it to the top 24 so bad. This morning, that man knows if he made it. And hopefully the rest of us will know tonight. But that's not a lie, though.
I'm sure he wants to make it.
It's not.
Yeah.
And he just seems like a great guy. 27 years old. He is a local PE teacher at Crestwood Elementary. He's the father of two girls, thematically named Harmony and Lyric.
Aw.
And
go dad, girl dad.
You know, he just said last night that he wants this for his children.
Yeah.
You know, he said he didn't think he'd make it this far, and there's not a word in the dictionary that describes how bad he wants to be the next American Idol.
Do we know how old his daughters are?
I do not off
That's
the
okay.
top of head. I
But
believe
if
they're both young.
If they're, if they're mid-age, 10 or, they're into Idol, and so this is a big deal. you
They're
know?
younger than that. I believe both are probably under 7 because when he got the
Oh, but they
golden
still get
ticket,
it, yeah.
they were. I guess he went to Nashville. They ran onto the stage and said, "Daddy got the golden
that's cool.
ticket." I mean,
really
beautiful
cool.
stuff on American Idol.
So tune in tonight and hopefully see a Mississippian going on to the next phase, but not going too far from Meridian, going to Laurel. There's still good things happening with Mississippians.
Man, Mississippians on TV are on fire right now.
Yeah.
Are you a White Lotus person?
No, but I'm, but that's not because of any reason other than I've never been really introduced to it. So it's not like I'm not watching it because I don't want to watch it. It's just I don't watch it. Does that make sense?
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you've heard about it.
Oh, and it's very popular.
Because that is,
Yeah.
when the seasons come out, it's like the most popular deal
Mm-hmm.
on streaming because it's not on TV. It's only on HBO Max. And
That's
so,
why I don't watch it. I don't
yeah,
have that
there
one.
you go.
Yeah.
So, all these streaming
I was
platforms
like,
nowadays.
there's got to be a reason.
Only
Yeah.
there was a way we could have all of this in one, like cable TV.
I was like, we're all going to come back to that eventually. Yeah.
But yes, sorry. Getting back to it, the White Lotus season 3 ended last night, and this one character, her name is Victoria Ratliff. She's a North Carolina matriarch. She and her family travel to Thailand, and she's kind of spacey. She's got this long, drawn-out Southern accent, and she just cares about her family. But just some of the quirks that she has quickly made her a fan favorite character. I was like, I got to get into the Wikipedia depths, and I found out she's from here.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, she was born in Maryland, moved to Louisiana as a baby, and then her family decided to settle in Laurel. Her dad was Chris Posey of the Chevrolet dealership. We actually have somebody who works with us who used to cut promos for that dealership.
Oh, that's neat.
I mean, it's just such a small world. And so Parker Posey has, she used to only really do independent films. And I think she's about to experience this, midlife stardom that she didn't necessarily have before.
Which is always a cool story, whether they're connected to Mississippi or not. You always like to see artists who were out doing their thing for the love of it, obviously, hopefully paying their bills or whatnot, and then getting that random midlife, late life kind of boost just to show that, not that she never gave up on her dream. She was a working actress, but like to know that if it doesn't come young, doesn't mean it's not going to ever happen.
Love it. And to all artists out there, that is the truth.
Yeah.
It's never too late. And so Parker Posey, she recently, because I got into this rabbit hole, and then I wrote an article about it. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
a
what
good
being a
one.
journalist is. But she went on Late Night with Seth Meyers, kind of gave some background into how they ended up here. Her mom was a chef with Viking, and her dad, like I said, was with the dealership where he started his own. And she, while on the late night show, said, by the way, shout out to Laurel. My mom's still there. Shout out to her.
That's really cool. Yeah.
It really is.
That it leaves that kind of mark, even if you leave. You take a little bit of Mississippi with you, and obviously there's a little bit of Mississippi left here for her. That's cool. If people want to watch that show, they can sort of make that connection. But still, talking about music and arts from American Idol to TV to now marching bands again on a national stage, which is super cool.
These
just kind of-
segments are easy.
Yeah, this is kind of just breaking, right? Or-
Yeah, so this just broke today that our friends down at Long Beach High School, their marching band, will be performing in the National Cherry Blossom Festival Parade this Saturday in D.C. That's a mouthful. But the National Cherry Blossom Festival Parade, they were one of 13 marching bands nationwide invited. I mean, really cool. Out of all 50 states, 13 Long Beach High School will be there.
Fun fact, 14 years ago, I ran the Cherry Blossom half marathon there in Washington, D.C. It's a lottery system because there's so many people who want to do it. And so I got into the lottery, and my husband and I went up there and hung out with some friends that we had made. And it's beautiful. Like you run it. It's a half marathon and marathon, but you run it under the cherry blossoms, and you can
Oh
put
my
your hands
gosh.
up and like doing the little cherry blossoms just fall all around you. So, and then the parade is during that time as well. So, 14 years removed, but guys, not half of them probably
from
weren't
somebody
even
who's
born.
never ran a half
I
marathon.
was like, some of them probably weren't even born whenever they'll be marching now. Whenever I ran that, but that's pretty cool. So we'll keep up with Long Beach and their travels and all the good things. So over at supertalk.fm/lifestyle, that's where all the good stuff goes. JT,
You know it. Lifestyle tab.
Lifestyle tab, and sign up for the newsletter too there at supertalk.fm. Thank you for your time, JT. You guys stick with us. We got more for you up next.